Hi guys, and welcome back to my video. So since you guys have been on 7 lock journeys with me, I figured I'd come on here and give you guys a full synopsis of everything that has happened with my hair. Start off from when I was a little girl. When I was little, my hair was natural, of course. My mom wouldn't put a perm in my hair, and I always wore my hair into puffs. And then one day, I decided, hey, they look nice with a washing set. Why can't I get one? I begged my mother for a perm for weeks. Like, I wore her down. I would sit in her face and just ask over and over and over, can I get a perm? And she finally said yes. And y'all know which one she got. Just for me, okay? So, I was popping after I had that perm, okay? You couldn't tell me nothing. I was 6 at the time, and I don't know why I begged my mother to put a perm in my hair at 6, but I did, and she did it. And I was popping, okay? You couldn't tell me anything. My hair was bouncing. It was lively. I loved it. And then one day, I was at my aunt's house, and she was like, oh, booby, your hair look cute, but I can make it look better, right? She had just got this new setup, got all her products in her little over the hood dryer, like what over the head dryer, I think that's what's called, like the hooded dryer. She had just got that, and she was so excited. She was like, "Yes, I'm gonna do your hair. We're gonna do this, right?" So I'm like, "Okay, what did I know, y'all? That lot of body that she put in my hair took it right out, okay." The next day, when I went home, my mother was like, "Oh, who did your hair?" I was like, "Oh, auntie did it." She was like, "Oh, it look nice." And then she went to wash my hair, and my hair was coming out in chunks, like huge chunk of hair, which is falling out. And I was so shocked, I couldn't even cry. I was just staring at my hair, like I didn't know what to do. I was 6, what was I supposed to do? My aunt was supposed to know how to do hair. But yeah, she took all my hair out, okay? Everything came right the fuck out. So after that, of course, my mother said no more perms. And I had to wear braids forever. She would not cut my hair. Like, she was like, "I'm not cutting it, you're just gonna grow it out." And I had to walk around with those little scraggly ends on my hair for about 4 years. Because she refused to cut it. She was like, "You're just gonna grow it out, that's it." And anytime I would have my hair out, like most of the time I would have my hair in braids, but anytime I would have my hair out or in like 2 ponytails, I would have to wrap those little scraggly ends around the ponytail so nobody could see that they were there. It was really weird, but it actually looked kind of cute. Once it grew out and fell off, I would wear my hair in afros, like huge afros every day. I would blow my hair out and have an afro. And that's just how I went to school every day, okay? I either had an afro or I had a mohawk. I would braid my hair up into a mohawk and leave the middle out, and I was the last of the Mohicans, okay? It wasn't until I got to 9th grade and I was 14 that I decided to put a texturizer in my hair. I was like, a texturizer is softer. It's not gonna do that much damage, you know? It just softens your curl pattern. And I did my first texturizer, and you couldn't even tell I got a texturizer. It did nothing for my hair, like nothing at all. And then the second one, my hair was bone straight after the second one. I started getting washing sets. My little washing sets with my pin curls, you couldn't tell me anything. What? Okay? Coming fresh out of the chair with pin curls in Harlem on a nice day, pop it, okay? Couldn't tell me nothing. So I was doing washing sets for ever. That's all I did. And it wasn't until I got to 12th grade that I decided to color my hair for the first time. And, oh wait, let me back up. So I was doing washing sets for a really long time. And then I think I turned 16. And my godmother was like, "No, you need a trim. Let me cut your hair. We're going to give you a trim." And when I tell y'all, I boo-hoo cried. Like, boo-hoo cried while she was trimming my hair. She cut off like 1 inch of hair. And I cried my eyes out. And then when I went and got a washing set and I saw how nice it looked, I was like, "Ooh, I'm getting a cut next week." After that, it was like a pattern. I would just get my hair cut every time I went to get a wash and set, and that was every 2 weeks. It got to the point to where my beautician was like, no, I'm not cutting it. And I was like, just to right here. I kept wanting it shorter and shorter. She was like, no, Brittany, no. And yeah, that's how that went for a while. And it wasn't until I was in 12th grade that I decided to actually color my hair. And it wasn't even like a permanent color. It was a semi-permanent color, rinse. And it was red. It was scarlet red. Or crimson red. Yeah, it was crimson red. And my hair looked like this with a wash and set. I think I should be able to find a picture. I'm gonna put pictures all throughout here. And I loved that red so much. So much. And I would have kept it had I not got a red prom dress. Because I felt like red hair with a red dress was going to be too much, and it was 2 different reds. So I was like, I'm just going to color my hair brown. And brown on top of a red rinse turns black. My hair was pitch black. Like black. That was how my hair was for prom. I had black curls, like pitch black hair with curls. Before I left for school, I cut my hair into like a bob, like an asymmetrical bob. And I had my hair short for a really long time. And then I started wearing protective styles. It was weaves, braids, whatever you could think of. Okay, I had it. Okay, so first I put blonde streaks in my hair, and I had a shortcut. It was like this short with blonde streaks. And then before I went away for school, I went back and I cut my hair shorter. I told him to cut it short, and I gave him a rinse, an aquamarine rinse. And he was like, "You sure you want to do this?" I'm like, "Yes, aquamarine, yes, short, bowl cut. I have it in my head. I know how I want it to look." So he was skeptical when he did it, but then when I finally, like when he was done and he was pressing my hair, he was like, "Oh, girl, this look nice." And I'm gonna show y'all a picture of that. I had an aquamarine streaked bowl cut, and I loved it. And while I was away at school, of course, because I had to texturize my hair again. That texturizer removed some of the color. So now I had a green streaked bowl cut. And then after a while, I stopped coming back home to get my hair cut. So I had to figure out what I was going to do. And this is when I learned how to box braid my own hair. I was down there and I was trying to get my hair done in box braids because I was like, I need something that's going to last for a long time. And when I asked around for the prices, they were speaking like 300, 500, and I was speaking like 120. So we didn't really match on the prices because I know if I came home, I could get some box braids down to my butt for 120 without the hair, maybe even with the hair. So I was just not paying someone 300 to do box braids. So I went to the store, which is like their convenience store, and I got some synthetic hair, and I box braided my own hair. Okay, it was my first time doing box braids. It looked a little weird, but it was pretty good for my first time. And after that, I just kept doing my own hair. People were paying me to do their weaves and like press and flat iron and all of that, and I was doing my own hair. So going to the salon to get my hair braided was not happening. But I did end up going to the salon to get a cut, another asymmetrical cut. I did end up going to the salon for that because I just got tired of doing my own hair. But I wasn't going to pay for them to braid. So I went to the salon and I got my hair cut into like a little style. It looked really cute. I feel like I'm mixing up the timeline. I don't know, guys. I'm just going to show you guys the pictures. When I did come home at the end of freshman year, I came home and I finally decided, you know what? I'm just going to grow out my hair so I can have natural hair. I'm just going to go back to being natural. Those scraggly ends with curly roots annoyed the crap out of me. I would try to do bantu knots all the time. Like, I'm going to show you guys a picture of me doing bantu knots when I had, like, because I had, like, a Miguel swoop. Like, I had, like, short, I had no hair on the sides, and then I had, like, a swoop. And I was growing my hair out natural from that style. So I was like, what can I do in between times just to make my hair look cute? And, of course, that meant bantu knots every day or some type of curls just to mask the difference in textures. So I was doing bantu knots like crazy, but I got tired of doing it every night And sleeping on mantle knots with short hair did not look nice. So what I ended up doing was one morning when I was going to work, I got so frustrated that I just cut my hair off when I got back home from work. Like when I was walking to work, my hair kept slapping me in my face and it was just like this straight part. And I was so irritated that when I got home, I just grabbed the scissors and started cutting. And that was my first time cutting all of my hair off. And it was different. And really, the craziest part about that is right after I cut all my hair off, I ended up losing function of half my face. So now I got a shortcut with no hair to cover this half of my face that's not moving. So it was really annoying. I did not like it at all. I just wanted my hair back. When my hair finally did grow back, I started putting all type of colors on it. Like, I did a rainbow color once. I did a bunch of different colors. Let me show you guys all the different colors. I was just like, my hair is short. I might as well go for broke. And I just colored my hair all different colors. What else did I do? Then after a while, I got tired of all the different colors. And I cut my hair again. And I went and got a pixie cut. A little short black pixie cut. And I love this pixie cut so much. It looks so cute. And I got tired of my hair being short because I didn't want to take care of it because it's more maintenance to do. So I put faux locks over it and I shaved the back off. And at that time, me and my mom were not getting along. And I was so frustrated with her and everything else. Like, I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do in my life. And my mom was just like pestering me. So I ended up taking the faux locks and cutting my hair at the root. And like, that's how annoyed I was. I just cut my hair at the root. I was just like, I'm just over this. Like, my hair is not doing what I want it to do. My mom is annoying me. I'm gonna rebel. And I was just like, yeah, cut it off. So I just cut my hair off. And I hated it. Again. Didn't like it. But I was like, I gotta deal with it. So I wore head wraps forever. Then 4 months after cutting my hair off, I had enough, just like a little bit of hair to do braids. Did I do gray box braids in my hair? Yes. And then I did gray faux locks. After that, I was just going crazy. I did all type of rope twists with yarn braids, yarn faux locks. I did crochet, fairy tale crochet hair, and then I did like all different colors. I did lavender, lilac, green, and aqua. I was just, look, any color you could think of, I was putting in my hair. And you guys can see that in my YouTube video. That's when I started doing YouTube videos. When I started doing all them crazy colors, like it was just a bunch going on. Then I let my hair grow out and I put locks in. I think this was my first attempt at locks. I was just doing a lot. I did a bunch of styles over my locks, and then I was trying to keep my locks, but I couldn't. And I took them out, and I kept taking them out, putting them back in, taking them out, putting them back in. And I don't know, I was just doing a lot. I'll just give you guys a slideshow of all the different styles that I kept doing. And then my uncle got really sick. And he was in the hospital a lot. And it wasn't like uncommon for him to be sick because he's been struggling with different health issues since I could remember. But he was in the hospital, like staying overnight in the hospital a lot. And then I don't know what, I was depressed. Not just about that. It was a lot of other stuff that I was dealing with. And I just decided to cut my hair. So I shaved my sides, like all the way down, almost to my skin. And then I had hair in the middle. But I hated the way that looked. Then my uncle ended up dying. And I was just like, I'm cutting all my hair off. So I shaved my head. And then the next month, his twin died. So I bleached my hair. And I was bleaching my hair for a while. And then I put pink in my hair. And then my cousin died. It was just a lot of deaths. And then I was also dealing with some other, it was just a lot going on. So I just kept cutting my hair, And so it wasn't until 2017 August that I decided to let my hair grow again. And this time I promised myself I wasn't gonna put any like chemicals in my hair. I wasn't gonna bleach it. I wasn't gonna do any of those things. So yeah. Then I decided to lock my hair, as you guys saw. And then I took them out, and then I did it again, and then I took them out. So yeah. Now, so I'm about, what, 19 months post bake chop. I know the main thing that I'm gonna do with my hair is let it grow. That's the biggest thing. One thing I know I'm definitely not doing is cutting my hair. Once I start cutting my hair, I'm not growing it back. It's not happening. I'm not going through that ugly phase again. I'm not doing it. So I'm letting my hair grow, and that's that. I'm also not gonna bleach it because I know once I bleach it, I'm cutting it off. I don't like the way bleached hair looks after a while. It looks cute at first, but then it starts looking dry, brittle, and just damaged. So no. So Brittany will have flourishing hair, okay? With no chemicals. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. September, October, November, December, January, February, March. Damn, I didn't even count that one.